What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and more Birthright for you. So today we're taking a look at Laerme, a lesser goddess here. Goddess of fire, beauty, and art. Really, any non-evil alignment will do. She is more or less chaotic good. So another offspring of other gods here. So the daughter of Eric and Ivani. Appeared in the years after Deismar, and is known as a fiery goddess of beauty and love, and the patroness of the arts. So, this could be a goddess that, bards in your party could gravitate towards, or anybody who has an affinity towards art or something along those lines in the party itself. She is not jealous or vain, and freely rewards any who create beauty regardless of whether they worship her. However, she can be moved to heated anger by any who deny love or who delight in destroying things of beauty. So that could be a fun unintended consequence of somebody in the party maybe destroying something of great value or beauty, some famous piece of art, statue, something along those lines. And that need not necessarily be intentional, but then that could suddenly draw the wrath of her in different ways. And then that could be a way for the party to have to interact and maybe somehow placate her or fend off her unwanted attention. So it could be really interesting in ways to work that. She doesn't take physical form very often, but legends tell that from time to time she has appeared in disguise to arrange lovers' trysts or to help an artist complete a work. She avoids combat, but in dire circumstances, she does have the abilities of a 16th level bard, so pretty damn potent. She is so beautiful that any creature that looks upon her must save versus spell with a -2 penalty or be charmed. So she has that pretty potent charm ability as well. So you have all that to contend with as well on top of those high-level bard abilities. Doesn't mention any magic gear necessarily, but certainly the DM can create a couple things if they feel it's warranted. Now, of course, she does have a priesthood as well. So, as it says here, few temples are devoted to her worship, but many people who worship other gods call on her for matters in romance. Her priests tend to be wandering courtiers and advisors, and are likely to ally themselves with well-established temples. So again, could be almost wandering bards. Could almost sort of double class here into the priesthood in different ways. So requirements here: wisdom of 9, charisma of 12, alignment any good. Standard weapons plus access to bows. No armor is allowed though, so that can be a little bit challenging. Spheres all charm, creation, elemental, fire as the focus there. Healing, protection, summoning, and then minor spheres here, divination and the sun. Again, might be some discrepancies between this old 2nd edition and then whatever edition you're playing, but just try to make that fit as best as possible. And as normal, the different gods here have some really cool abilities for their sort of character kits here for their priesthoods. So on hers, level 1, you can affect normal fires or use burning hands once per day. At level 3, you can produce flames just once per day. At 5th level, fire charm once per day. 7th, charm monster once per day. And 9th, produce fire or fireball once per day. So that could be an unexpected sort of ace in the hole for a priest to just be able to pop off a fireball. And then level 11, fire resistance as per the ring, and gets to turn undead as standard. So of all the priesthoods we've seen so far, a lot of them only have like 1 or 2 abilities for the different levels of the priests. This one is pretty juiced here. You got level 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. So basically, or level 9, yeah, level 9 and 11. So all the odd levels up through level 11, which is again pretty high for this setting. So, that's probably just to make up a little bit too for the lack of armor, to be able to, have some potent abilities to counteract that. So a interesting priesthood nonetheless. And again, finding ways to incorporate that. Again, not really any true temples to her, but just finding ways to maybe sort of incorporate wandering, as it mentions, courtiers, advisors and stuff of the like, and then having them have some of these pretty spicy abilities. So let us know if you've worked Laerme into a campaign in some way, shape, or form, or maybe had a character that has chosen that priesthood and that kit, and how that's worked out in your campaigns. Have you had any instances where, again, we mentioned perhaps creating a thing of beauty and gaining the goddess's favor, or in the form of art of various kinds, or inadvertently destroying it or having it be destroyed, and maybe even being tasked with hunting down the people by her, the people responsible for the destruction of that. So there's just a lot of different ways I think we could incorporate her into the different campaigns, maybe even some, let's say, lost relics or possession of some noble, some piece of art, maybe something from years ago during the Annuarian Empire that maybe has resurfaced. Could almost be like a treasure hunt of sorts for the piece of art. Maybe some looking to either destroy it, you're maybe looking to save it, or just, it's up for grabs, whoever's first and trying to get it to the highest bidder, different things. So it can almost lead to some really fun action-packed adventures in and of itself, just around something as simple as that. So let us know, guys, in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one as well. Thanks so much for watching.